Every morning in Ara began with a hot cup of chai, and for young Ravi Sharma, that cup was the center of his world. He watched the world pass by from his father's tea stall at the railway station. Trains, travelers, and stories in motion. His father taught him that the secret to great chai was care and a good heart. Ravi's school was the station, his lessons found in the rhythm of life and the stories of strangers. Though his family had little, Ravi found richness in curiosity, reading discarded newspapers, learning from the world around him. He saw his father's perseverance and learned that hard work and hope could overcome any challenge. The little tea stall became a sanctuary of dreams, where Ravi began to imagine making a difference for his family and village. In the steam of every cup, a quiet dream was brewing. The Ara railway station was Ravi's open-air classroom. He learned math by making change, geography from train names, and humanity from the faces around him. Ravi's hunger for knowledge was insatiable. He listened to college students, collected old newspapers, and asked questions of everyone he met. Sometimes he envied children in school uniforms, but he turned the station into his own school, learning from porters, commuters, and the station master. Every day, the station taught him patience, respect, and the value of stories. The world was his teacher, and he was its most eager student. One day, Mr. Gupta, a retired school teacher, noticed Ravi's curiosity and sharp mind. He began to explain science to Ravi, answering his endless questions and nurturing his fascination with how things worked. Realizing Ravi needed more, Mr. Gupta gifted him a worn book, Simple Science for Young Minds. For Ravi, it was a treasure, his first real book, a key to a new world. He read it by kerosene lamp, learning about sunlight, water, and energy. Mr. Gupta's kindness gave Ravi more than knowledge. It gave him hope and direction. The book became his constant companion, opening doors to possibility. A single book can change a life, and soon, many more. When monsoon floods brought sickness to Ara, Ravi's father fell gravely ill from contaminated water. Suddenly, Ravi had to run the tea stall and care for his family. The crisis weighed heavily, but it also sparked a question. Why should clean water be a luxury? Remembering a chapter in his science book about water purification, Ravi found a glimmer of hope. He resolved to act, using his new knowledge to help his family and community. The hardship became his motivation to invent a solution. Out of darkness, a new purpose was born. Ravi was no longer just a chai seller, he was a son on a mission. Determined to help, Ravi turned to his science book's lesson on solar disinfection. Using plastic bottles, tin foil, and a broken mirror, he built a crude water purifier powered by sunlight. He tested it on himself, then his family, watching his father's health slowly return. Mr. Gupta helped him refine the design, painting one side black to absorb more heat. The invention was simple but powerful: a plastic bottle, some foil, and hope. Word spread about Ravi's magic bottle, and skepticism turned to curiosity as neighbors saw results. Ravi's device became a symbol of hope for his community. Sometimes the simplest ideas shine the brightest. Ravi had created more than a purifier, he'd sparked belief. The journey of innovation had truly begun. Mr. Gupta urged Ravi to enter the district science fair, despite his fears of competing with students from big schools. With his family and community behind him, Ravi prepared a humble presentation, telling the story of his father and the need for clean water. At the fair, surrounded by polished projects, Ravi felt out of place, but he spoke from the heart. The judges were moved by his sincerity and the real-world impact of his invention. Against all odds, Ravi's solar purifier won first prize and a nomination for a state-level innovation program. A boy from a tea stall had taken his first step onto a bigger stage. His journey was no longer just his own. It belonged to everyone who believed in him. The world was beginning to notice. Ravi's dream was growing, and so was his courage. Winning the district fair took Ravi to Patna, a city that felt overwhelming and unwelcoming. At a prestigious school, he faced isolation and ridicule for his background and simple invention. His project was dismissed as too basic, and he struggled with the English curriculum. The city's promise faded into loneliness, and Ravi nearly gave up. But remembering his father's words and Mr. Gupta's faith, he resolved to try again. He spent nights translating science books, working twice as hard to catch up. Ravi realized the strength of his idea was its simplicity. His determination returned, stronger than before. In the city's shadows, Ravi's hope was rekindled. He would not let his dream die. A visiting scientist from a National Innovation Foundation saw the genius in Ravi's simple purifier. Ravi was selected for a national fellowship in Delhi, where he was celebrated for his practical invention and unique perspective. With expert mentorship, he improved his purifier, making it more durable and easy to assemble. At a grand event, Ravi shared his vision, a future where no child would fall sick from unclean water. His story moved leaders and officials who pledged to support his project nationwide. Ravi, once a chai seller, was now a national hero. He had fulfilled his promise to bring clean water to those in need. Compassion and perseverance had changed not just his life, but the lives of many. Despite national acclaim, Ravi chose to return to Ara, where his journey began. He used his fellowship money to build the Curiosity Lab, a free science lab and library for local children. Ravi became the teacher he never had, inspiring kids to dream, experiment, and solve real problems. His invention, now produced with government support, reached thousands of villages, saving countless lives. But his greatest gift was hope, showing children that their beginnings did not define their future. Every evening, Ravi shared a cup of chai with his father, honoring the humble roots of his journey. No dream is too small, no beginning too humble. The first step is all it takes to start your own journey.